This morning I'm sitting here on my porch where I like to come every morning to just sit and meditate and pray and read my scriptures and journal. And I'm sitting here and I recognize that like it just feels kind of like nothing. Like nothing's coming. I feel like I'm just kind of sitting here by myself, kind of almost like a boredom kind of feeling. Like I keep wanting to go to my phone and just kind of a distraction. And I recognize that so many times I think that we want it to be a certain way, like with spirituality or sitting in meditation. We think that we're going to have these aha moments and these just spiritual epiphanies and just these downloads and just inspiration and revelation and just all of this kind of stuff. Like if I sit and I'm surrendering, then it's just going to flow into me, and that it just doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's just quiet. Nothing comes. And that is so okay. I recognize for myself that when that happens, I kind of get in there and I want to control it. I want to make it something more than what it just is, you know? And I think it's important to recognize that as we have a practice of seeking and searching this and just doing these practices, that it's going to be different every single time. We're not going to be like constantly receiving. Sometimes it is silent. But it's in that stillness where we get to practice, we get to see these things and understand these things within us, that even in my practices of surrendering, I still want to take control of how that surrendering looks and how that surrendering feels. And it's just so interesting. Because surrendering is just giving it over and just receiving whatever is there, even if it's silent. That it's all good. And the great, amazing thing about it is that as we practice, as we just show up, and we're willing to sit still and to be in the spirit. What happens is that things do happen. We do receive revelation. We do receive inspiration, and we receive more and more and more. So I think that's what it is. It's like whenever I sit and nothing's coming, it's like, well, because I receive so much. And so it's interesting to see and to recognize that even in our surrender, we try to control it. That controller within us, I tell you what, we like to control some things in our lives. So I'm just recognizing that, and I'm sure others experience that as well. And I think that is one thing too that probably keeps people from staying in the practice of meditation, because it takes a while to practice meditating before we can even get our mind to stop being so noisy and talking to us so much. And it takes like daily consistent practice sitting in that and just being in our thoughts and recognizing, becoming aware that we are not our thoughts, that we are the witness, that we see our thoughts. And so we are not our thoughts, and it's just disconnecting ourselves from that and being able to recognize and see it, and our controller, and just all of the different aspects of us. when we sit in silence, when we sit still, we can see these things come up. And my controller's been kind of, I've got a really deep controller within me. Likes to control things, likes to control how other people do things. And just like, I keep just having to surrender. It doesn't have to be my way. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, perfect, like how I think is perfect, There is no perfection. I mean, just all the little things in life that we can see these aspects about ourselves, and it's just like, I don't have to be that way. I can surrender that. So, it's just practice. It's just practice. It's showing up, being willing, and just practicing. And yeah. Until next time.